I'm starving though, so after this, will you make me a sandwich, a roast beef sandwich? All right, guys. Episode 6 is going to be a little shorter this week. I love y'all. Have an amazing week.
Whoa. Shit.
Please, you're going to spill that water. I've only eaten a donut today. I feel like piss.
At least it was a healthy donut.
It was
vegan, gluten-free, banana, sprinkles with no dye.
I had the best donut of my life today. And it was
healthy.
It was way too healthy.
But so good.
I think that, oh gosh, I almost spilled my water. I think that's why I'm surprised that I liked it, because it was gluten-free, vegan-free. Vegan, gluten-free.
Any man talking about anything that's healthy.
I don't know. I don't like that stuff, but it was good. It was actually the best donut I've ever had. It was like banana bread with like, I don't know, really good.
Shout out Crop.
Our dog's trying to drink water, but our cords for the lights and stuff are covering his bowl, so he's like maneuvering around it.
Got a long tongue.
Dude, this is gonna be, I feel like, the most heated podcast we've had yet, because I'm gonna have a lot to say, you're gonna have a lot to say, and this is gonna be good. And a lot of the people, and before we even get into it, I want people to know at home, we are not saying that we are the perfect couple. That's not what this is. I think we're saying what society expects, what girls and guys want, what men and women want in their significant other, and what it means to be a high-value woman, high-value man. And we're not saying we've mastered these things. This is a disclaimer. The things Kayla's going to say about what she thinks is a high-value man does not mean I have all of those features.
But also, another woman might think that my high-value man qualities, I almost said quantities. Qualities are not hers. So they might not agree, but this is us.
We picked each other for a reason.
Yeah.
So I think this is for us. We're not generalizing this and saying this is what you have to look for in a man or a woman, or else they're not the right one. That's not what we're saying. So please, I don't need you to get all feisty in the comments. Whatever. If you're listening on Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. It takes 2 seconds. Go click the stars. Go give it a 5-star rating. If you're listening on YouTube, please just give it a like. Love y'all.
Subscribe.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. All right.
Wait, before we get into it.
What do you got?
Let's acknowledge Steven's new haircut.
Oh, yeah. Look
For those that are watching.
For those that are watching right now, you'll see. If you're not, I got a sexy mullet. One of Kayla's friends chopped me up yesterday, and it was so weird. She cut my hair with a razor. She didn't use scissors or anything. Nothing.
Kind of wild.
Yeah, she literally just used a razor. And
this is like the first actual professional haircut you've ever got.
I normally go to Great Clips, because most guys will agree. We don't necessarily. We aren't girls. We're not setting up hair appointments 3 months in advance. You know what I mean? We pay $30 for a haircut. We're in and out. We put a little gel in it, or we don't. Whatever.
Steven's found a little love for his hair recently, though. Like you
like
to style it and stuff.
I like it because I haven't had that in 5 years. This is the shortest my hair's been in 5 years. Normally, I get out of the shower, throw a hat on, peel it back. That was originally why I came up with the name Slick Stevie, because my hair had been like that for so long. It was slicked back.
Yeah.
Everybody said, "Oh, your hair's slicked back." So it was just a fresh word in my brain that I used for the name. Funny.
I would always be like, absolutely not. You're not cutting your hair short, because you can also acknowledge the fact that Steven looks very young for his age, but in the best way. So I always thought that shorter hair just made him look a lot younger.
The younger look will come back, and she's investing. We've talked about this before. It will be a good thing later on in life. Okay,
no, I'm not. So I'm saying that it will.
Everybody's shitting on me right now. So everybody's shitting on me for looking young. You guys will be eating it here in 20 years. Okay, listen, I'm cooking slowly.
Well, I agree, but that's why he's had long hair for so long, because
it makes me
the wife, girlfriend, fiance, they give their opinions. So
I literally walked in there. I was like, whatever she wants.
It's true.
Because I'm trying to like make you want me. So like whatever you think looks good. This is not what you had in mind, by the way. I literally said I like the mullet, and she was like, oh, okay. And Kayla's like, I came in there thinking you weren't gonna get a mullet, but I actually like it.
No, yeah, I think it looks good.
So it didn't end up being what she wanted, but
anyways, give us a little thumbs up for that, because we like it. We like it. Not bad.
So yeah, let's just jump into it. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's just jump into it. High value. Do you want to start, or should I start?
What are we starting with?
Well, first I want to talk about where you think you should where you should go to meet high value women or men.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what
So we'll start at the base. And like I said, this varies for different people. I'm giving not necessarily my experience, but what I think. Okay. So,
and I think there's a difference between, which I think that we should talk about too, a difference between the standards of a wife or a husband
and the duties
and
later on.
What was I?
Duties.
No.
Oh.
What was the other one? High value?
Yeah, if you're high value.
Or like, and then what it takes to be like that person, or, you know, like
Yeah.
a high value.
Well, first we should
husband
start
or
off.
wife.
What does high value mean to you?
High value means that that person meets my needs as my life goes on and my days go on.
Okay.
Like, that's short. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
that's gonna be what we say.
I
in the
agree.
Podcast, so.
I agree with that. I think a high value woman is a high value woman. Like in a short, like my definition would be someone you can show off, a trophy wife, but also fits your needs, takes care of you. Comes the full package. I guess is the very, very short term full package. But yeah, if you had to tell people where they should go to meet a genuine person, the regiment for that, what would it be?
I feel like that's a really hard question because
I can give a little spew on that if you want me to go first, and you can think about it.
no, I never went through like the bar dating scene.
No, we didn't either. But I will.
And
tell
they
you,
know that. But
I will tell you right now, the bar is the last place you want to go to meet anyone.
And I agree
Why
with
would
that.
you go to the bar to meet a high value person that is sitting at the bar waiting for someone to come talk to him/her so they can take him home, fuck, and then forget their names?
Yeah, I think maybe like the first thing that comes to mind is at your job. Like
Work boyfriend?
no,
/
like
girlfriend?
no, like well, yeah, I guess. But if you want like high value and have similar interests, like maybe they don't have to do the exact same thing you do in that office space, but like maybe somebody that works in your office space and you know they're professional or whatever you're looking for. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the first thing I would say is similar interest.
You're
So-
saying where you meet them though.
Yeah, so exactly, that roots from your personal interests, right? So if you like coffee, go to the same coffee shop.
Yeah.
Try and conversate with people, make friends with people at the coffee shop, the dog park, try and get yourself into scenarios where you're going to meet high value people, whether that's getting into the yacht club for a whatever, or a car meet.
Yeah.
Or, the yacht club, I don't mean going on your yacht. I mean, meeting up with people that are ahead of you. I think that's
Also,
a huge thing in life. Meeting people that are above you, because then you learn from them, and you end up turning into who you hang around with, I've noticed. So, and everybody's told me that. So if you hang with shit, you're going to turn to shit, right?
Yeah. I also think that another disclaimer, high value does not necessarily mean they have a lot of money.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think, to a certain extent. I don't think that's necessarily the full thing. I do think that's part of it.
I mean,
I think that would be more on the male's side to be able to provide. I think that not necessarily a lot of money, but being able to provide.
Yeah. But I like...
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Once again, I feel like our situation is different because we've known each other since we were 13. But if I was like going out, say I never met you, and trying to find a boyfriend or whatever, on my list wouldn't be like make a lot of money. Like I would ask what they do for a job, but like that's not going to make me not love somebody if they're not making so and so amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think we're necessarily talking about love, though. I think we're talking about a high value, like, individual, like. But
you said where to find them, so that makes me think that you're looking for.
Yes, but you're right. Money isn't 100% the factor.
Yeah.
I agree. But anyway, finding places you go to regularly, meeting people, becoming friends with people, whatever. So it really comes into your whatever you enjoy doing, right? I'm not gonna
just keep going to those same spots.
Or here's a cheat code for females. Here's a cheat code for females. Go into Home Depot, act like you have no clue, and just stare around or whatever. And then guys, just go to Target and just look at like clothes and pretend you have, every knowledge about clothes, or maybe pretend.
You think you're
like
gonna find a high value woman in Target?
You think you're gonna find a high value man at hotel or Home Depot?
You said that, not me.
I know.
So
you?
no, not really.
Okay, never mind. Scratch those ideas. I
Not
mean,
necessarily.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
not.
sure you can, but no, not necessarily.
Target's like, used to be your favorite place.
It is a good place. I'm just saying, like, not everybody that walks in there is high value.
All right. Okay. So I want to hear your spew though. I want to hear what it takes. Speak like you're speaking to me. What does it take for me to be a high value man to meet a woman's needs? Try and generalize it though. As much as you can.
I feel like it's kind of hard to generalize because everybody's different.
Okay.
Like my best friend's needs could be different than my needs.
I'll start.
Okay.
And I'll try and generalize it for everybody.
Okay.
A guy, and this is where the money thing comes into play. A guy could be a millionaire and fall in love with the Chipotle cashier. You know what I mean? Guys aren't looking for money. They're really not. I think most guys would agree that the main role, not the main role, a big role in a man's life is to provide for the family or what, you know what I mean? Whoever he's trying to, whatever, right? So I think it comes down to nurturing. And I hate to say, this sounds weird, but a wife should almost emulate a mother in some aspects.
Hold up. Well, where did you learn that word?
Emulate?
Yeah.
Did I use it wrong?
No.
What do you mean? Where did I use?
I've never heard you say that word before.
For the podcast, I like to reach deep down into my brain for the vocabulary.
Okay, keep going.
This is how you know your wife thinks you're stupid when she starts asking why you're using
No,
big words.
you do that to me every week. I say another word and you're like, oh my God, who are you hanging out with?
Because she comes home with a new vocab. She's saying
comes home. Where do I go?
You go to the gym. That's it.
That's
But,
literally
I don't know
it.
if they're teaching vocab at the gym or what. But anyway, yeah, I think emulating you want to be able to see the side of a mother side in a woman in some aspects. I'm not saying.
No, I was trying to find a different word for that.
I'm not saying this girl should just be treating you like a child. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she should be caring. She should be able to nurture. She should be able to just care for you. She should be able to love on you. She should, you know what I mean? There's, I don't want to say cook for you. That's not what I'm saying, but take care of you. And, I'll put it into break it down. You buy the home or you buy the house. She turns it into a home. You buy the food. She turns it into a meal. You get what I'm saying? It's a team thing. So I think once you find that nurturing thing, that's a huge part of it. That's like a huge part of it for us guys, okay? I also think morals is a huge thing. So, and I hate to use the word based, but I'm going to use the word based for my terminology, right? You believe, we've talked about this before, you believe that you should stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom. You shouldn't have to work. You should be able to take care of the house while I make the money. That's not necessarily the case in our aspect, but in a way it kind of is. But it's not. You still work, but you work from home, so it's a little different. But we will admit that our work isn't much laboring. It's more thinking and then just, executing. So it's not like we're doing laboring work. But, yeah, like I said, but a high-value woman could, for some guys, look like somebody that has a business or has kind of paved their own path, like as a female. Personally, that is, when I see that in women, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. But that's, I guess, it could add some value, but I don't necessarily see it as like a must for guys. But maybe I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
But I feel like that depends on the guy.
I agree.
Because some guys I'd be like, I want a more independent woman. And other guys might be like, no, I want to take care of my woman.
And I think I'm on that side. I do want to take care of you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And I do like that I don't want to say you're dependent on me because you are independent, but I like that we depend on each other in circumstances. But I don't know, I just, like I've talked about this before, if my girl was out living a completely different life, kind of, it wouldn't be like, I don't think it would be an ego crush to me, but maybe a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. I'd rather, I don't know. What we've got going is good, so I don't really want to tap into it too much because I don't really have a preference on it. But, yeah, some guys do see money as like a high value for a woman.
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't care. I don't care if she makes minimum wage. I don't care if she But yeah, like you have your own thing going on, and that's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think what else the morals, the nurturing, the money side of things. What else could I tap into? Yeah, I don't think you need to be a boss bitch. I don't think you need to be an entrepreneur girl to be a high value woman.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think there's two sides, and I think it's very, very, very simple. Some guys like the boss bitch. Makes your own money, makes your own whatever, paved your own path, whatever. Then some guys just want a wife and a mom that they can start a family with, take care of their kids. And in their own way, they are a boss bitch because they're taking care of the house.
Yeah.
They are, you know what I mean? So I see it more that way. Some guys see it that way, and that way is cool too. But that's how I see it. The two different ways or roads. But let's hear your attributes for a high value man.
So I feel like my high value man is number one. I feel like somebody that makes
$100,000 a year. No, I'm just messing with you.
Somebody that makes like you feel safe. First of all.
Okay, really? You're gonna say I'm sitting right next to you?
What?
Do I make you feel safe? Do I make you feel safe?
I mean, you do have like 4 guns in the closet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So here's a tip for you guys. If you're not very big,
Own firearms.
Own firearms for protection, and it's instant security. She's like, oh my goodness, I'm safe. Which she is safe.
Okay, that's not what I mean by that though. I didn't mean like
I was just
safe.
joking.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't mean safe in that. I meant like
continue.
emotionally safe.
Yeah.
And
we'll tap into that. I don't think people will understand emotionally safe. Please talk about that. Like, what do you mean by emotionally safe? Like, here's how I took that. Like, I don't get mad at you or like freak out at you, or we don't burst into fights, or we don't, like, me and you might have arguments, but they're just kind of like, they're petty, if anything. I'm not. Yeah.
I would say more like I can sit. Do I like to communicate with you all that much? No. I like about my feelings. I'm still working on that. But I can. And
I have to pull it out of you sometimes.
Yeah, but I can. That's not the point. Yeah, I can do that, and you don't knock me for anything that I tell you.
Yeah.
And kind of stuff like that.
That's
like,
good. Yeah.
You know, and then after I say that stuff, I'm safe and I'm fine, and you're not gonna go run to somebody you don't know and be like, oh my God, Mom, you know, like this is what. So kind of that scenario. But also, like I've said a million times, I love when a man takes over. I feel like we don't have normal jobs. So in our instance, it's kind of different. And obviously, you started the social media thing, and it was fine. And I had a full-time job. And I was able to quit my full-time job. And now I do social media, but I kind of just like got pulled into the social media thing. Not that I don't like it. I love it. Like, that's my dream, like whatever. But also my dream is to not do that as well. You know what I mean?
So you don't want to work at all?
No, I mean, I love to pitch in and make money because it makes me feel good. And like, I can go do what I want to, really. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So
because I have a little independence, but like also if I could stay home and not necessarily have to worry about anything work-wise and money-wise, and when we have kids, take care of the kids, take care of the dogs, take care of the house, make sure meals are made, dishes are done, like all of that, I'd love that.
Okay.
But I also don't think that men understand the whole, like, we have full-time jobs. And I would say I do social media full-time, so I have a full-time job right now. It's just at home.
But would you say social media, you could do social media and do the cooking and the dishes and all that stuff?
Well, that's what I was getting into. Yes, I absolutely can. And I mean, you help around the house right now, but that's what I do it right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what I was saying. I feel like men do not understand how much time and effort and how hard it is sometimes to keep a house clean. Like, when I don't even have kids yet and our house gets messy.
We have 2 little shits that tear it up, but yeah.
Yeah, but like, even dishes and laundry's never ending, and making sure like you have to vacuum the couch. Like people don't understand that you like have to do those things. You have to clean the rugs. You have to steam the floors and vacuum the floors and do a bunch of laundry and make sure
deep clean the bathroom.
The bathroom, the sink. You can't have like leftover bacteria in the sink. Men don't freaking think about those things. You know what I mean? Like they just don't get it. So I feel like.
No, I do. I agree. I dread cleaning, so I understand. Like I get it. You do a lot. I get it.
So I feel like that's
why
kind
I
of.
try and pitch in though, because you pitch in with my stuff and you help me make money. So also, I try and pitch in and do dishes every now and then.
No, yeah,
I can't
and
say
you
I do a lot, but yeah,
you do. But back to I just feel like it's my idea is, like I've said before, men can take over, and I think that's attractive.
You think so? You think a man ruling and being a leader in the relationship and directing the family and the relationship and whatever, like that's honestly something I've been doing recently with church and just kind of how the household runs. I've been that was something that nobody really told me about until I started to kind of dive into some stuff. But yeah,
like what stuff?
Like church stuff. Like they talk about leading.
Yeah.
Like it says in the Bible that the man should lead and then the man should love his wife like Christ loves the church. So which Christ died for the church. So what it's saying is I have to die for you if it comes to that, right?
Yeah.
So like, but what I'm saying is being a leader is basically showing you guys and soon to be family the path and what needs to be done, what's important in life, how things should be run, that type of thing. But yes, I agree with you.
But I also agree in the sense that I have a little like say into how life goes too. Because I feel like I have a good insight on what we need to do in the future and stuff like that as well.
I agree. And you do have good input. And that's something when you bring that input to the table, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a smart idea. Let's do it that way.
Yeah.
It's not, and I'm not saying leading should always be a guide to, you got to, that doesn't mean you have to be a servant and an asshole. That's not what leading means. It means finding and problem solving the correct way to do things and having those conversations. I agree.
Yeah.
But I also would say you're independent, like we talked about earlier. You go and do your own thing. I'm not holding you to, oh, no, you can't go out tonight. You got to do the dishes.
But that's also kind of why I still like love to make my own money, and I do make my own money. But like I help the family, future family, and us.
You paid rent this month.
Yeah, but like it's just how do I explain this without sounding weird? Like if I want to go do something and I made zero money, there's nothing to my name, it's just like us on a bank account together, and you make all the money, and I want to go do something. Honestly, I don't really know how people do that.
They're making up for it in other ways, not just cleaning and not just dishes and not just the bathroom
but you don't think that like if you made all the money and I wanted to go somewhere and with my friends and I was like whatever, buying dinner, drinks and all these things, and that's not even the money that I made, so why am I spending the money?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't.
Our situation is different because we were in that situation at one point. Not you buying a bunch of stuff, but we were in that point for a situation where
it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but I think like it's different for us because you do help make the money either way. Whether you're in my videos or your own videos, you're helping. It's like a team thing, but I just want to pop into this for a second because I saw that and I don't necessarily I wouldn't say I'm dependent on you. We live together.
Yeah.
So we make videos a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So now I've been talking to my manager. I'm like, I want to get different characters and I want to get my family involved, my brother, sister, mom, dad, get them involved. I want to get some friends involved. I'm trying to move people to where I live so that they can not move them, but I'm trying to talk into them into, trying to help me out and I can pay them whatever. So I'm trying to spice it up a little bit because what you were saying earlier about being not working. Yes, you'll be in videos every now and then. Do you have to be in every single one? No, I don't want it to be that way.
Yeah.
And I realized recently that it actually did come to that where you are in every single video. But like that's not a bad thing. I don't not like that. I don't want to necessarily change it, but like I do want to outreach and move waves a little bit.
But like that's not even like that's working, yes, but like that's not even how I like work with you.
Yeah.
Like I do my own thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Was that your high value man?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I want you. I'll dive into the duties of a wife that I think are important. If we already talked about it, I'm just gonna kind of say that we already talked about it. Not gonna go into detail. Cleaning, whatever, that kind of stuff. Taking care of the house. Yes, we already talked about that. Yes, I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think taking care of your man emotionally is huge.
Yeah.
And I don't think guys will agree with me on this. There is nobody in life for a male. You're not going to have, unless somebody dies, you're not going to have somebody come up and hug you. And sorry for your, that's the only time you get emotionally whatever. If I'm about to lose my job, or if I'm low on money, or if I'm whatever, can't pay rent, nobody's going to come up and try and help you out or emotionally support you unless it's one of their guy friends, whatever. And girls are just wired differently. You know what I mean? So guys don't ever get that emotional support ever in their life. So having a wife that does that is huge. Being respected is the other one. So if you respect me, that is much better than, you know what I mean? Women always talk about, oh, he only wants this from me. Guys only want this. Well, no, that's all you have to offer, right? If that's all you're good for, that's all we're going to want from you, right? So once women start opening up, once women start opening up their different, what they can actually bring to the table for a man, respecting them, taking care of them emotionally, physically, nurturing them, whatever, then it comes together as you are wife material. You're not just some hookup, because I hate to say it, dudes will sleep with anything that has a heartbeat. That's just not, that's the thing. But if that's all you have to offer, that's all that's going to come. Yeah. So, yeah, respect is huge, I think.
Yeah. Are those your 3 things?
I think those are the big ones. I mean, yeah, there's nothing else that really comes to mind. I'm probably missing something because my head is racing at a million. If you want to do these podcasts, I feel like I got to talk and keep it rolling. So my brain is twisting, and I might have forgot some things, but.
So my duties of a man?
Yeah. What duties do you expect from a husband? What is husband material? What things should he bring to the table? I don't know. I just married this dude.
Oh no, I think I just liked this one, so I picked him. I'm just kidding. Well, I would say respect is a big one too for us. Yeah. Because if it's kind of a mutual thing. If you respect me, I'm going to respect you, and vice versa. Like, even if you are leading, like, there's no. Even if you are leading, you still have to respect your wife. Yeah. Like, even though if you're funding our lives and doing this and doing that, you still have to respect us because we're doing other things for you.
And you shouldn't see one higher than the other. Yeah. Because once you see one higher than the other, that's when it becomes like an ego thing. Yeah. And yeah. And
even like that reel that you sent me this morning, like a lot of people say that marriage is 50-50, but it's 99% of the time it's not 50-50.
Yeah, like when you used to work, you come home from work and you literally have like 5% battery. Yeah. I got to pick up the other 95%. Yeah. You know, if I'm in a shit mood and I'm at 30%, you got to pick up the other 70. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which I feel like it's a hard thing though.
Oh, it 100% is a hard thing.
And I'm somebody that, like, if you're in a mood, I get in that mood.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I've talked about this before on the podcast, but dude, couples sitting on their phone, it just drains your dopamine, right? So if you guys are just sitting on the couch next to each other, scrolling on your phone, your dopamine is just draining into TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And then you put the phones down and your brain is fried. Yeah. It's literally science. Your brain is fried. All the dopamine is gone. So you're not feeling that emotion. You're not, when you look over at your partner, you're just kind of like, take a sigh, and it's like, oh, what, so tired. Because you just dumped all your dopamine into TikTok. That's the cancer in our society now. Is just not necessarily social media. It's the addiction some people have formed with social media. Like, there is a good amount of social media, right? I'm not saying all social media is bad, or else I'd be putting myself out of a job. What I'm saying is there needs to be a limit on social media. You can scroll on your phone, but when you sit there, you need to be intimate with your partner. I feel like, and intimate does not mean sex. It means intimate conversations.
Great, yeah, deep. Not always deep conversations, but good conversation.
Meaningful.
Yeah, meaningful. That's a good word. Yeah. But I would say, so my other duty, so that would be like leading. I would definitely say respect. And then, I mean, I don't know if like taking care of me goes into leading. It doesn't necessarily.
Kayla said that to me last night. She goes, I just want to be taken care of. I was like, what does that mean? She goes, I want my back scratched.
Yeah, I just say that. And like that's why it differs from everybody. Like Steven taking care of me one day could mean something completely different. Could be going and grabbing me a coffee or making me coffee at home or just like doing random things like that. But like last night I was like, I want somebody to scratch my back for like literally ever. And he sat there probably for 2 hours and scratched my back. Like it was just like, that's just what I wanted. So I feel like that also goes into respect too.
Here's the huge, this isn't even what we're necessarily kind of. Communication though, if you both tell each other what you want, you'll have the best relationship ever because you're putting out your needs in front of them. They can either slap it off the table or they can take it and do something about it, right? So if you're always communicating on what you need, what's the problem, what's going on, what do you need more of, what do you not want, the relationship will be at its highest peak at all times when you're communicating because you always know what they want, right? Yeah. Guys can't read girls' minds. I don't know why the hell females think guys can just read their minds.
It would be so nice if you guys could.
No, it's AIDS. Just be a woman, not a girl, and just tell me what you want instead of acting like a child and not telling them what you want, okay? So if there's any girls listening right now, turn into a woman.
A woman.
Turn into a lady.
A lady's like an old lady.
And tell the man what you want because if you don't do that, you're going to be treated like a girl there.
Also, ditto right back at men. Now, I'm not just saying, I don't think men think that women can always read their minds, but like sometimes men are just, I'm just like, tell me what you want. Like, what do you want from me right now?
That mic's covering your face, so it was. So yeah.
Yeah. You know?
It's literally a universal problem with women.
Yeah, I know.
We cannot read your mind. We don't know what you want. We don't know that that joke I made last night pissed you off and you're still mad 24 hours later and you're not talking to me. So tell me.
That might have happened a
Tell
few
me
times.
so I can make a mental note. Okay, that was stupid. You're right. I shouldn't have said that because guys will say things, do things, not think it was, affected you, and then.
But I feel like that comes with communication too.
Exactly.
Just freaking communicate. I need to tell that to myself.
Holy smokes, dude.
Right?
Yes, you do.
I'm still working on that standpoint. I think I've gotten a lot better, but I shouldn't say marriage is hard a month into marriage because we're not. No, marriage is not hard. But I feel like relationships are hard.
Yeah. Growing a relationship is hard.
Yeah. Like we are not just existing with each other anymore. Like we're like actively
trying to grow our relationship better each day
and we're like dating each other and just trying to make each other happy each day.
You're turning me on right now.
Oh.
We might have to stop the podcast.
Want to go to the bedroom?
All right, guys, that was this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. That covers it though.
It does.
Those are our high and if you aspire to be a high value person, maybe take notes of what we said because that's what we're feeling. But like I said, it comes in different shapes and forms. But girls wonder why, they're at the bar every night and why they're single.
Same with men.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm speaking from my perspective, yes. But same with men. Guys go to the bar every night and they wonder why they're single. It's like because you're not looking for an actual. I'll say right now, and I will say this right now, and I'll be bloody honest. You want to find a good girl? A good girl? Go to church, dude. You'll find a good girl at church, okay? And she's already got the morals instilled in her, most part. You know what I mean? If not, you can grow together. Go to church. Find yourself a girl. Church, I'm telling you, that's number one.
Amen.
My parents used to tell me that, and I was like, Dad, all the girls at church are boring.
Also, you damn right did not find me at church.
I did not find her at church, but I found her at school.
Yeah.
But me and Kayla
when he used to go to a Christian
in our faith as we go together, which I think is very important as well. You might not be religious, but me and Kayla growing in our faith together is huge, and it's very good for a relationship as well because it instills. There's individual morals, and then there's morals in a relationship. When you have morals in a relationship that is backed by something, then it's even better. It's guiding you towards the right path to a long-lasting, beautiful relationship. Anyway,
But so
Preacher
like,
Steve.
yeah, Steven went to a Christian school a few years.
Yeah.
But like he found me at the good old public school.
Yeah.
But Steven also has a great religious foundation.
Yeah.
And he's teaching me how to do the same.
Yes. And
I've always gone to church, but it was more like I just existed at church.
yeah, and it was the same. It was the same for me. It honestly was the same for me.
Yeah, but you going to like Christian school, that obviously made a big difference.
Yeah.
But like all of that.
But I honestly would say above everything, above church, above school, my dad was probably the biggest instiller in my like faith, just because this man, every Sunday, I mean, every meal we'd pray before meal, obviously, but this man would read the Bible. Like my dad is a great leader and faith wise, and I try to embody that because it is literally. I didn't like it. Obviously, I'm a kid. I don't want to read the Bible before I eat dinner. I just want to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Or after dinner, my dad would sit there and read a whole chapter and explain what it means, and it's like I was like, but now that I'm older, I see how important that is, and I'm like, wow, I might have thought it was boring, but my dad is a great leader.
Yeah.
Through my entire family.
Yeah.
He's taking care of everything. When I was a kid, and it was my mom as well. My mom as well. She was right there. But that's the thing with the relationship. My mom backed my dad in those things.
Yeah.
Which is like the dual force. My mom was just as influential because she was right by his side. Yes, that's how it works. Go find yourself a high value woman or man.
And go find yourself a freaking high value man.
Leave a comment. Please, I love
and
the comments.
I love to say, all power to the men around here.
Kayla is going to be editing these podcasts soon. I'm going to teach her today how to edit them. Some short form stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating. Follow the podcast, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Follow our Instagram. Love y'all.
You literally can talk so fast.
I will see you next week.
Bye.
We came out a little one day late this week, but next Wednesday we'll have a podcast. Hopefully trying to get my parents on next week. That'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a blast.
Whatever. Love you. Bye. Peace.
Bye.